Hello there. You're watching the Voice Channel. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Today, I have decided I want to do another video on distance, perhaps make it simpler. I want to just break it down to exactly what I want you to do for distance. Okay. So here we go. Find the distance between the 2 points in simplest radical form. Now, some answers will have a radical, some answers will not. A radical means that square root sign, right? So here's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to do this. I want you to take the square root of x2 minus x1. It doesn't matter if you do x1 minus x2 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. What the heck am I talking about? Well, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take the square root of, what's the x value? Okay, the x value is this 2 and this 5, right? So we're just going to subtract them. 5 minus 2 squared plus the y's. What are the y values? 3 and 7, right? So we're just going to subtract them. 7 minus 3. And honestly, it doesn't matter whether you do 5 minus 2 or 2 minus 5. It doesn't matter whether you do 7 minus 3 or 3 minus 7, because you're going to square it. Okay, so 5 minus 2, for example, this 5 minus 2 is 3. If you do 2 minus 5, it's negative 3. Either way, 3 times 3 is 9. And negative 3 times negative 3 is also 9. So you're going to have 9 plus 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 squared is 16. Okay. So 9 plus 16 is 25. What's the square root of 25? That would be 5. Okay, that's what you do. All right. Next, we're going to do the same thing. Ready? Okay. Square root 3. I'm going to do the x's first. I'm going to do 3 minus negative 3, right? It's 3 minus negative 3. Okay. Squared plus negative 6 minus 2 squared. Okay. So 3 minus negative 3, that's, don't forget the 2-stick rule, right? 2 sticks, right? Bam, bam. Remember that? So it's 3 plus 3 is 6. And 6 squared is 36, right? Okay. Plus negative 6 minus 2, that's negative 8, right? So negative 8 times negative 8 is 64, right? 36 plus 64 is 100. What's the square root of 100? 10. Okay. That's all I want you to do. Let's take a look at another one like that. Notice that there hasn't been a square root in the answer yet. There won't be a square root in the answer here either. Okay. So here we go. -1 minus 4 squared plus 9 minus 3 squared. Okay. -1 minus 4 is -5, right? -5 times -5 is positive 25. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay. What's 25 plus 36? 25 plus 36. 61. Ah, I made a mistake. Did anyone see what mistake I made? Darn it. It's not 9 minus 3, right? It's 9 minus -3. Oops. Okay. 9 minus -3 is 12, right? Because that's 9 plus 3. And 12 times 12 is 144. Okay. 25 plus 144 is 169. What's the square root of 169? 13. Okay. Sorry about that mistake. Okay, this next one is going to have a square root in your answer. Okay. Now, once again, we're still going to do square root of, be careful, 7 minus -3 squared plus 5 minus -1 squared. Okay. 7 minus -3 is 10, right? Because 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 squared is 100. 5 minus -1 is 6. Oh my God. What is wrong with me today? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm screwing up again. Can't do it like I'm doing it. You got to be more careful than I'm being, okay? Please be careful. It's 7 minus -1, right? And 5 minus -3. Please be careful. I'm not being careful. You be careful, okay? 7 minus -1 is 8. 8 squared is 64. 5 minus -3 is 8. And 8 squared is 64. 64 plus 64 is 128. Now, what perfect square goes into 128? Well, 64. Remember the perfect squares? So this is 64 times 2. And what's the square root of 64? The square root of 64 is 8. So you're left with 8 square root of 2. Okay. Okay. Let's do another one like that. And I'm going to be even more careful this time. Okay. -6 minus -8 squared, right? Because I'm doing the x's first. -6 minus -8 plus -5 minus -9 squared. Okay. So -6 minus -8, or -6 plus 8 is 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. -5 minus -9, or -5 plus 9 is 4. And 4 squared is 16. 4 plus 16 is 20. What perfect square goes into 20? 4 goes into 20. 4 times 5 is 20. What's the square root of 4? The square root of 4 is 2. So your answer is 2 square root of 5. Okay. Over here, check this one out. Once again, square root 9 minus 0 squared plus -1 minus 6 squared. Okay. Nine minus 0 is 9, and 9 squared, 9 times 9 is 81. -1 minus 6 is -7, and -7 times -7 is positive 49. 81 plus 49 is 130. Guess what? Square root of 130, that's your answer, because you can't break this one down. There's no perfect square that evenly goes into 130. And you would think, wait, 81 is a perfect square, 49 is a perfect square, so added together, why don't they make a perfect square? Because they don't, that's all. There's no perfect square that evenly goes into 130. So square root of 130 is just your answer. You've been watching the Weiss channel. Have a good day. Say no to drugs.